22-628, Anthony Feiger, violation of community control. First violation, failed to report police contact on August 13th to the probation officer. You understand that charge?
Yes, Your Honor.
Second, cited by the Sheriff's Department for OVI. You understand that charge?
Yes.
Third, failed to submit on 2 occasions to provide a urine sample, August 15th. You understand that charge?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Watson?
Thank you, Your Honor. May it please the court. I've discussed this matter with my client. He's prepared today to waive his final hearing and enter a plea of guilty to the violations, Your Honor.
Is that what you want to do?
Yes, Your Honor.
What's your plea to the allegations?
Guilty.
I'll accept your guilty plea and find you guilty. What's the problem?
I would like to say a few words if I may.
This is the third violation, so what's the problem?
I have a drug problem.
I know you have it. That's why I sent you to treatment and stuff like that, so go ahead.
I've been working on my sobriety for some time now, and I relapsed. I take full responsibility for my actions, and I understand that there are consequences. I have had a lot of time to think in here and realize getting high is not what I want my life to consist of. I would like another chance if possible. I know what I need to work on to remain sober. I have a drug and alcohol assessment set up for next week at Signature Health. I'm also going to continue my one-on-one therapy there. My girlfriend and I are having a baby girl due in December, and I need to be a part of her 3rd trimester. I would like to be out for our baby shower on November 3rd. I have not been there for her the past 60 days. I still have my job as of now and have an opportunity to join the union. I want to start working as soon as I can because I was saving money so me and my girlfriend can get our own place to live. I have been going to 5 AA meetings a week, and I was on the Suboxone program earlier this year and felt trapped with another addiction, so I do not want to go that route again. Just want to be completely sober. Can you please consider giving me another chance? I know I've messed up in the past, but I know I can do what needs to be done to remain sober and be there for the people I love and my daughter. I will do anything I need to be there for my baby girl being born in December. Thank you for your time, Your Honor.
Jail treatment program, Lake House, 5 AA meetings. Why? You've been to drug treatment.
Yes.
So why would I send you again? If you sat there, got all this instruction and completely ignore it.
I did not ignore all the instruction. I actually gained a lot from it.
What did he say about drugs back in August, Nicole?
I'm not going to neocap, I'll deny that again. I'm not addicted to anything, the drugs were helping.
Drugs were helping.
I was talking about Suboxone there.
Your Honor, may I? If the court would allow it, the defendant's mother wanted to speak a couple words too.
Whatever you want.
All right, thank you, Your Honor. Just stand up right there.
Anthony has resided at my house, and we've been through a lot. I've seen definite changes in him, and as with any addiction, you know, there's always a relapse. He was doing really well, working, you know, he's going to be a dad in December. I'd really like for him to experience the miracle of his child being born. He's had a lot of time to sit and think about his mistakes and process his life. And this has been going on for some time. And I definitely see maturity in him by going through the programs to AA. So he's come a long way in his recovery. I know that he has the knowledge and the skills to work through this. I pray to God every day for the strength, and I pray for Anthony to, always, as a mom, I know it's something hard to go through. You just that he's gonna get it at some point. I think he's more mature now than he was, and I thank God for blessing him and his girlfriend Hannah with a baby. I just think that experiencing the birth of his first child is life-changing, and I think it'll be a moment that he'll never forget, and I think that he will never get that back. So I would like for him to come back and live at my house, and see if we can learn this with the assessment for the at signature, and just pray to God.
Okay, thank you. Who put you on Suboxone?
Signature Health.
When?
It was after my first violation with you. And it was just a trap. I just felt like I was addicted to Suboxone, and then when I got off that,
What do you mean you were addicted to Suboxone?
I had to wake up every day and take another substance to feel okay.
Well, then why were they giving you a drug that was addictive?
To stay off the other drugs, I guess. It did not work.
That's really stupid.
Yeah, it's a dumb.
So what are you on now?
Nothing right now. Now I'm on an anxiety pill, but it's non-narcotic, and I take Seroquel, which is to calm me down. And
Well, you were on an intervention plan in September of 22. You violated in September of 23. As a result of that violation, you got out around the beginning of December of 23. Violation in April of 24. On that violation, you were sentenced June 3rd, got another 30 days in jail. So you get out about July 2nd. And here we go on August 12th with the OVI. Why?
When I got out the last time,
No, wait a minute. No, wait. Your girlfriend was pregnant then.
yes.
So explain to me why about 5 weeks after you get out, you're violating again.
I was overwhelmed. I had a lot of stress going on, and I
From
didn't
what?
react well with it.
From what?
Just from having the kid and being in here for it, the beginning of it, and just trying to get my life on track. I had a lot of stress, and
You mean there's stress in life?
I reacted poorly to it. And
I know, like 3 times so far. See, the problem with what your mother said is she cares more about your problem than you do. You don't really give a shit about this, okay? Because you're the one that said drugs aren't hurting you, they're helping you. You're the one that says you're not going to go to NeoCap. You sit there 343 days so far in this case, is that right? 343 days in jail on this stupid case. Because you want to do what you want to do. You don't care about what you have to do. You just do what you want to do. And I'm sick of seeing you. Now if you're placing reliance on the fact that you're going to be a father in 2 months, that doesn't faze me in the least bit. I don't care about that. That's just another excuse for you to get what you want to get. If it wasn't that, it'd be something else. You're a guy that looks for excuses to get out of trouble at every turn. I'm sick of it. Now, you went through the jail treatment program. You didn't pay attention to a thing. When did you overdose on heroin?
it was June. I think in June
June.
of 22.
June of 22. You got anything else on that, Nicole?
It's gonna be more like August 14th. The Willoughby Hills police were called to his house when he was found vomiting up blood and appeared to be having a overdose. And he then took off from Willoughby Hills Peak.
June of 22?
Yes, I did.
Yes?
I did overdose. I mean, I think, I'm not exactly sure, but I know it was before I caught my case, or like the actual charges,
Of what?
of the original charges with this case.
So you didn't, what she just said happened on August 14th never happened?
It might have happened. I don't know when was the year for that.
The day before you came to jail.
This time?
Yeah.
I didn't overdose.
Okay, so what happened on June 14th when they had to be called and you ran out the door, ran out the back door?
I was just out of control, and I caught the
From what?
OBI.
Out of control from what?
I caught the OBI, and I didn't sleep the night before, and then I didn't go to work, and I knew I was going to have a warrant out, so.
Okay, so tell me again what happened on August 14th? Why did the police go to his house?
They were called by his father. He
Why?
was found vomiting blood and appeared to be suffering of an overdose. He then took off in the backyard, ran through water, I believe, is what the CAD report stated. He was then transported to the hospital because at that point they had no idea what was going on with him. His plan and what he told when he was in the jail was that he had taken an Ativan. Reading his jail messages, it also discusses that he had relapsed and used that day. Also in his jail calls, I heard the discussion as well.
Relapsed on what?
It was meth. And then the Ativan was when I was at the hospital. From that, they gave me
listen.
Ativan.
You're a liar.
I honestly never threw up blood. I don't know why that's in the report. I've never thrown up blood. I was not overdosing off anything. I don't know why that's even in the report.
You know, it's the police conspiracy that they're putting that in a report, what they heard your father report, because they want to get you. Okay? Now, up until a few minutes ago, you didn't say anything about meth.
That's what I was doing, was meth.
Okay? Well, why did you tell me that nothing happened on August 14th, that you just had trouble sleeping the night before and you were stressed?
It was the day before I took the OBI, so I was still feeling it from that day.
I don't know. The only time he's lying is when he's talking.
Your Honor, I know Mr. Feiger has a lot still to learn in life, particularly about sobriety.
Growing up and stuff like that.
I agree with the court wholeheartedly on that. And all I can tell the court is, again, I've had numerous conversations. He's sat in county now for about 2 months on this recent violation. And I think his mindset has changed. He's obviously sober now.
But then why does he sit here lying at me?
Well, Your Honor, I'll let my client address that specifically. I don't have an answer for that, Your Honor. All I can say is, in my conversations with him, he is determined to address his drug addiction problems.
Well, he may tell you that, but I don't think he's the least bit interested in solving that. His interest is in getting out as soon as possible so he can continue to screw around. That's what I think his interest is.
With respect to that, Your Honor, the suggestions I had, the court did not include just letting him go, and I told him that if the court was even going to give him another chance, which he's well aware, the court's already done that several times, that there will be numerous strings attached to it.
But there already were, but he doesn't really care about that, okay? When he was on intervention, there were 12 different conditions. He didn't care about that. After the violation, when he got convicted, there were 9 different conditions. When he came back again, after that, there were 9 different conditions. He just doesn't care about that. He cares about partying. That's what he is.
Well, Your Honor, again, obviously with this history, I'm not going to dispute that at all. Clearly relapsed several times, clearly hasn't taken what this court has provided to him very seriously in the past. I do think over the course of the past 2 months, he has changed as a person. He realizes everything that's at stake. Not only with this potential child, which I know the court, put aside, but his own life, his own future with either prison or possibly death if he's overdosing here. So Your Honor, and sometimes it takes a long stretch, a real kick in the butt, if you will, for that to really sink in, and I think it has.
What it takes is effort. Effort. Which you don't want to put in.
I do, Your Honor.
Because if you wanted to, what you read me, I don't know how long it took you to write that, but that was a waste of your time. You one of the things you told me that is you're taking responsibility. You're not taking responsibility. You know how I know that? Because you're lying to me when you're sitting there.
Your Honor, I know better than to lie to you after seeing you 3 times.
But you did, okay? Because when I asked you what happened on the 14th, when the police were there, all you told me about it was that you got the OVI the night before and you hadn't slept, okay? And then 30 seconds later, you tell me that you used meth.
I used meth during the OVI, and then I honestly did not overdose, so I did not know, when you asked me when I overdosed, I did not overdose that day, so I did not even think of it. I overdosed before I caught my case, the original time, so that's what I thought you were speaking of. And I've never thrown up blood, so I don't know how that's in the report. I know it might sound like I'm lying, but I really have never thrown up blood, and I wasn't overdosing. And it was from the day before when I caught the OVI that, because meth stays in your system for like, it lasts long, and then
Where'd you get the meth from?
just from Cleveland, from, I don't even know his name, and my phone is Jay.
How did you get Jay in your phone?
Just from previous. I gotta go through my phone and delete a bunch of numbers.
Okay. So how many times have you gotten meth from Jay?
A couple times.
Where'd you meet Jay?
Just in Cleveland from people.
Cleveland's a big city. Where'd you meet Jay?
Off of like 185th.
185th and Neff?
No, it's like
St. Clair?
185th and like just Lakeshore area.
Lakeshore. What's at 185th and Lakeshore?
Just
What landmarks are at 185th and Lakeshore?
the hospital. The hospital.
What else?
Family Dollar, I think.
What else you got to say?
Just that from when I originally got sentenced, I've learned a lot. From when you sentenced me to treatment, I've learned a lot. The program has taught me a lot. I feel like I'm improving. I'm willing to put the effort in to stay sober. I don't want to use anymore. It's exhausting. I just want to
Where's the evidence that you're improving? If you violated like 5 weeks after you got out from the last time?
It's just from what I feel like I've, with my personal use, I feel like I don't want to use anymore. And I know I have a problem. I got to continue working on it. I can't get lazy and slip up.
Then why have you spent the last 2 years being lazy and slipped up?
It's just from relapsing and
How many
making dumb
How many
decisions.
relapses are involved in addiction?
I'm not sure exactly, but with my case, a couple, that's for sure. And I want to be the last one, so I'm done with it. I got other people counting on me now. I don't got.
You had other people counting on you in August.
Yes.
So what difference did that make?
I don't know.
None. The answer is none.
None.
Or you wouldn't have done what you were doing. Why didn't you provide the urine samples when you were requested on 2 different occasions?
When he came, so when I was at the hospital, they gave me like Ativan, and so I don't even remember the sheriff's driving me to the hospital, and I just woke up and Craig Berry was there, and he wanted me to pee, and I didn't even have to pee, and he said, "I'll come back," and I was still like confused because I just woke up in jail without remembering anything, because it was a benzo that they gave me, and I don't remember even coming to jail or getting booked in or anything. Came in like a hospital gown, but the hospital the hospital there, and with my OVI, they had a blood test, so I'm not trying to say I was clean. I was definitely dirty, and they have proof of that with the OVI and everything. And I told him, Craig Berry, when he came in, that I was
Now,
gonna
isn't
be
that the
dirty.
second time you refused to give a sample in this whole case over the last few
The
years?
last violation was for refusing to submit a sample, and if I remember correctly, when he was meeting with Craig to try and get the screen, he hadn't done anything wrong. He had gotten an Ativan there, but he didn't on either attempt submit a urine sample, and the body produces urine within 20 minutes, so there's no reason why he cannot produce a urine sample.
I attempted the first time, and then when he came back, I was still confused. I was still like dazed and just out of it. Like I had drugs in my system from the OBI, and then I had the Ativan. It was just I don't normally take that, so it had me like feeling. I don't know how much they gave me, but
No. Of course, you could just tell me that you didn't take it because you were afraid of what it was going to show, so you didn't want to give it.
no, I explained to him that it's going to be dirty. I just told him what it was going to be dirty for. I told him I was going to be dirty. I didn't try to lie to him or anything, and I definitely didn't tell him it was clean. It was going to be clean urine. I told him it was going to be dirty. He said, "What for?" I told him, and he said, "Okay."
How long has he been sitting in here on this stretch?
And this violation, 66 days, as of today.
So I assume he went to about 25 AA meetings between when he got out of jail and when he got arrested again?
I have to look. The top. Yep.
Were you going to 5 a week?
Yes.
Why do I doubt that that's true?
I don't know why you doubt it. Since I've been on probation, I've always had my meetings done, and I make sure I have that done before I go to probation.
So what do you do when you go to a meeting? Sit there and stare at the wall?
No, I participate.
Okay. When you went to meet Jay on 185th, did you call your sponsor on the way there and say, "I'm about to make a horrible mistake"?
No, I didn't, but I should have.
Why not?
I don't know, I should have.
I know you should have, but why didn't you?
I don't know why I didn't.
Well, because you didn't want to.
Yes.
You determined you wanted to get high instead of not get high. That's why you didn't call him. Where do you work?
I work at the Chardon Tavern.
Why?
What?
Why? Do you get to drink for free when you're working there?
No, I don't drink alcohol.
You don't drink alcohol?
Because it was hard to get a job with my record. But
Why? I got all kinds of guys with multiple felonies that don't have a problem getting a job. You know why you were working at Chardon Tavern? Instead of getting another job? How many other jobs did you look for?
A couple warehouse
Couple.
jobs.
Where?
And then I have a union job lined up for one before.
No, what other jobs did you look for?
I applied for the apprenticeship program for the laborers. My uncle knows some people in the union. He said he was going to try to get me into the electricians union.
Okay. So when
And that
you
was
got
it.
out last time, what other jobs did you look for?
Before for the union job, and then I had my dad works right next door from Chardon Tavern, and he knows the people that own it, so he got me into there, and it paid good to start. And
Who
it was
owns it?
Rich, his name is.
So, and I asked you now 3 times, what other jobs did you look for in that time period? You said you looked for a couple other jobs, what?
It was just the union jobs, and then it was there. I had that job lined up, so I worked there just to get fulfill my probation thing with the job and make money right away. And then I was working on getting a union job so I can better my life and get more steady work.
I know, one way to get steady work is to stay out of jail.
Yes, definitely. I'm sick of keep coming back and having to restart. I need to just be done.
All right, I reviewed the pre-sentence report again and the other report done by Rinsberg. I've considered what you said. I'm going to keep you on community control for the same term, 111 days in jail with credit for 66. You're going to do the jail treatment program, complete it and follow all recommendations. Then you're going to complete the NeoCap program and follow the recommendations. Mr. Feiger says no. Does that mean he wants to go to prison today instead?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes? Okay. All right. I can see everything you said when you read it in that letter was very sincere,
I mean it, Your Honor, but
very sincere. All right, based on your wishes, then I'm going to terminate your community control. And count one, I'll sentence you to 12 months in prison. On count two, I'll sentence you to 6 months in prison, and those sentences will be consecutive to one another because they're necessary to protect the public from future crime and the appropriate punishment. And you've committed multiple violations since you've been on intervention and then convicted, and continued and gotten more criminal offenses, so your history indicates that consecutive sentences are necessary to protect the public from future crime by you. You get credit for 343 days and the costs are assessed. Anything else, Mr. Watson?
No, Your Honor.
All right, we're adjourned.
Thanks for watching. If you follow real courtroom cases like this, leave your thoughts in the comments and subscribe for more authentic court proceedings.